When it comes to the Quest Pro, I'm still using it quite a bit, but there's a few quality of life things about it I've been hoping to improve, and there's a couple of accessories that have come out that might actually give us some help there. We got something to hopefully improve the charging dock, because the way mine is, I have to be really careful not to let any sun get near it. It doesn't always land right. In fact, I actually think this thing is just starting to not work for me, but that's a whole other problem. And we got a cover for it that'll make it a little safer and also help kill some of these reflections. Like for people who are recording, you get a lot of the light and stuff bouncing off this. I feel like it's kind of distracting. And this cover, I'm pretty sure one drop in this thing would be dead. So let's see if we can fix both of these problems at once. $22 right now for this stand. This is supposed to just add to the current dock, add some extra sunlight protection, and hopefully help the whole thing land easier. Boy, the packaging sure is not impressive. It's not really about the packaging. So this basically is one giant piece of plastic. Well, actually no, I guess it's a silicone-y plastic. Because of that, it has no flexible integrity. And the idea is that's gonna go over this whole thing, somehow not interact with its current charging capacity, which we'll see. I'm a little worried about that. And give a nicer base for everything to land on. It actually, what I really like is it gives you a space for the, gosh, I can't think of the word. The little stylus tips that go in the bottom of your controllers. Granted, I never use mine, but it would be nice to know that they're somewhere safe. This, I'm guessing, is a sticky pad to keep the whole thing living in one spot. I really do like that it's not gonna frickin' slip around so easily, because I find whenever I'm trying to put my headset on it, it likes to slide really easily. Okay, I feel like it makes the whole thing look more substantial and a bit nicer. I've got these grips on here, so who knows, I might have fouled the whole thing up though. But in theory, these should drop in perfectly. They have a little resting spot. That must be for the back of the strap. Now we come to the issue I've been having.
Why must there always be a problem?
Tell me out there if any of you are having this issue. It's sitting on the dock right now. It's perfectly contacting, so I can say this stand is doing its job. But lately, whenever I put it on the dock, whether there's mods, nothing, stock, it beeps a couple times before it starts charging, and then it'll sit there, it'll charge for who knows, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 hours. And then I'll hear it start making those sounds again, like it's losing connection intermittently, which has been super annoying. I've actually been resorting mostly to using the Bobo VRs to charge it. I need to just get a hold of Meta support though and see about it. This whole thing is under warranty. It's less than a year old and it's having several issues. So for those of you, when I said don't get the Quest Pro, I hope you listened, or at least I hope yours isn't having as many problems as mine is. But it is contacting, so this is doing its job. A big reason that I wanted this was because the way that my entertainment center is set up, I have to have the Quest Pro facing me when I go to put it away, which made it a lot harder to put it on the dock because I had to like reach backwards here with the controllers and try to find the ports and then put it on. But if I had turned it the other way, there was a risk that when the sun comes in the morning, it could have reached the lenses. So this does cover the lenses. I still don't think it covers them enough that I would feel completely safe just turning this whole thing around. But I do like that it seems like overall with these mods on here, it's a little easier to find the ports. Everything just lands a little nicer. There's a lot less room for it to maneuver and just be wrong. I will say at 20 bucks, this whole thing, it does improve it pretty much in every way I would have liked to. I think it looks better, it feels better. The dock I'm liking. So let's find out about this cover and if the cover will also work with all of this. 20 bucks right now for these covers. And surprisingly, I really expected these to be silicone actually. It's got holes for all the major sensors, so it shouldn't cover up any of the sensors. Another thing about this whole thing is it just gets really fingerprinty. So this will be one more thing that will kind of help cover up the fingerprints and everything. But these are hard plastic. I really thought that was gonna be kind of a silicone. It is offering a layer of protection though. I mean, if you dropped your Quest Pro, I'm not saying it would definitely save it, but it's gonna be in better shape than if it didn't. It comes with that honeycomb one and like just a matte black one as well. It snaps on, but without covering any of the ventilation ports, without covering the sensors. Let me just take a quick look at pass-through to make sure we're not having any sort of issue here. Yeah, it's not covering the sensors whatsoever. It stays on. It doesn't feel like you might like, if you go to pull your headset off, it doesn't feel like you're gonna be able to accidentally pull the cover off. Like it's really on there. And it doesn't seem to block the charging. Aesthetically, I will say it cheapens the look a little bit. Ignore my stupid Quest Pro and the problems it's having. Aesthetically, it cheapens it. I will say that like nice shiny, boy, taking it off is a challenge because it stays on so well. This nice shiny front does look really premium until it gets all fingerprinty and gross, that is, but it does add another layer of protection. It's a very, very minuscule amount of weight too, so I don't think you're really gonna notice the weight. Obviously for me, I've added way more weight to every other part of the headset as it is. I never would have thought though, at a Quest Pro originally costing 1,500 bucks, I would have had to add this many accessories to get what I wanted to out of it. I mean, the Quest 2 needed a lot of accessories, but the Quest 2 is cheap. Again, a discussion for another video, but I will say, it's 1,500, well, it's now 1,000 and it's doing this with the charging dock though, and this has been a problem no matter what I do. It's just something needs to be replaced here. I don't know.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
The accessories themselves are working well enough. I feel like at this point we found a decent amount of Quest Pro accessories that I'm liking. So I think I'll just go ahead and leave a list of all of them so far that I've used and that I'm liking, that's made my experience better. But again, this doesn't mean go buy a Quest Pro and buy all these accessories. But if you already have the Quest Pro, maybe they'll make your life a little easier. Because this thing isn't making my life easier. Thanks for coming out anyways, and I will see you in another reality. Oh, this thing has been the bane of my existence for the past couple weeks. Stop it. Okay, those are done.